Hey, Libra. We're here to do your reading. I hope you've all been well. So you're going to use the archetype deck to see an energy either within yourself, externally, or a dynamic or theme. We'll see. That came out very quick. We're just going to take the top one and underneath. Huh. Wow. Okay. Sorry, there was like 5 other cards, and that's too much to try to extrapolate a specific meaning. Trickster. Light attribute. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shadow attribute. Manipulating others through duplicity. And Saboteur. Light attribute. Highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring into your life. Shadow attribute. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Check that. Underneath is lover, which is interesting. Underneath the Saboteur is lover. So maybe that's a future possibility. I'm trying not to go like so on the nose about Libras. I only know honestly 1 or 2 personally, and just what they say about them. So I can't really get into all of that. There we go. We'll let the cards talk. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And love was underneath the Saboteur. Underneath is blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay. What I was getting there was Trickster. It's funny the way they word this, because they don't make it all 7 of Swords calculating per se. I guess let me just explain. Light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to be different. The shadow attribute is manipulating others through duplicity. If you find yourself in dissidence when you're with people or doing something, you're allowed to change your mind. Sorry, puppy's with us. What is less ideal is lashing out at other people when you... I say this because, okay, lashing out at other people when yourself are not being responsible for your own well-being, and you're in a place where you don't want to be, and you blame other people because you're unhappy. I'm like, this is coming out so harsh. I don't mean for it to come out so harsh, but it's the direct result of an interaction with a Libra a week ago, where they were becoming increasingly unhappy, and instead of just using their words, they let it boil up. And were seething in a way that they thought 3 water signs and a Pisces moon couldn't observe. I'm sorry. Yeah, we can not only see it on your face, but we can feel it in the placement of your shoulders. Like, come on. So if you're feeling resentment because you were somewhere you didn't want to be, sitting in your own duplicity, and this could be someone else, it could be someone else. I mean, and maybe you could forgive somebody else for lashing out. This could be a message for me too. Forgive that person for not let's just be honest, for not being a grown-ass person and speaking. Yeah. Like, I mean, can you tell that I'm triggered? It may be because I kind of let that go. I think I'm supposed to process it because I let it go. Like, it's their problem. And I'm sure there's stuff that I should be looking at. There's always a both sides, right? Where it gets dicey is if people don't communicate how they're feeling. They don't communicate what their needs are. They don't communicate what their boundaries are. And what I have heard about Libra, which may or may not be true, is that while they are capable of confrontation, they don't like it. So they prefer not to go there. You are an air sign, sorry. Communication, like, you can do communication, but you prefer not to go there because you want for that love. If you want that love, it's being covered by sabotage, bro. Keeping the peace is not keeping the peace. Keeping the peace is trying to keep that beach ball under the water. It's funny. I mean, I guess just if you can evaluate, like, maybe before you go into situations, and this could be anything, this could be work, this could be social settings, familial dynamics, even just being out in the world. Like, if you find yourself getting triggered in your car or triggered at the grocery store when someone's walking too slow, I'm there sometimes. think, communicate to yourself. Where am I getting bent out of shape? How do I need to communicate with myself on how to calm down in the weirdest of little moments? Like, what am I going to tolerate in my environment? Who am I going to let? Well, it's not really letting other people, but in a way, this is your brain. The first inclination is like, am I going to let this person make me upset? It's really you, but sometimes in the moment, we have that whole external locus of control thing. It's just when you're in an environment, you're not always internalizing, but go back either before or after. Decide, how am I going to behave, regardless of what the world's doing. Not in the world against me kind of thing. It's in like a taking a moment to breathe, first of all, and then thinking, yo, it's not that person's job to cater to my pace of walking. It's not their job. They're not attempting to be inconsiderate. They're in their lane. Unless they hit you in the shins with their cart. Like, there really shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, I'm sorry for being a little salty in this one. Maybe because I'm only a few sips into my coffee. But but I hope this helped. We're all there a little bit at times, so I feel you. And take care.